got a lot of talk about Eric Clapton going on in the comments section. Oh man, Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton cheeks, first off. Little Crow says, oh man, Eric Clapton cheeks. He's awesome and totally not racist. Never was. Don't look it up. Now, do you remember during the whole COVID thing, which happened? Remember when COVID happened? Remember how wild that was? Crazy stuff. Anyway, COVID was going on, and Eric Clapton was like, I think it was the Chinese who did it, and we need to kick them out of the country of Britain. And then, who's the guy? The brown-eyed girl guy. Oh, yeah, Van Morrison. He come out and says, I agree with Eric Clapton, and also it was the Jews. Didn't he release... He released some kind of album that was... Okay, we got to go to the browser, all right? To the browser. We're looking this up. What did Van Morrison have to say about the Jewish people? Van Morrison Jews. We're just Googling that. Let's see what we get. Van Morrison's They Own the Media is the first from the Jerusalem Post, which might be a little biased against anti-Semitism. Maybe we need to hear both sides of anti-Semitism. As a moderate centrist, we need to hear, okay, from Benjamin Netanyahu and the ghost of Adolf Hitler. We hear both sides. We report. You decide. Many reviews of Van Morrison's new track came out and mentioned the title could be an anti-Semitic trope. All right, so what is this? Let's see if this is on YouTube. Do they allow this? We're going to youtube.com. Van Morrison's They Own the Media. Did he put 3 parentheses around they? Van Morrison, They Own the Media. Now, first off, just a second. We will listen. I'm not getting stun locked and distracted here. I do need to point out, as has been established, that my YouTube understands that I am horny. The algorithm has figured out that I am very, very horny. And so we're going to watch this. First, a commercial for Gucci. That's a company we should be boycotting, okay? Because they're trying to get young women to put on perfume. Holy shit! That was Elliot Page. I wasn't even sure what we were boycotting them for, but now they're pushing a woke agenda. And I'm not saying Elliot Page, they're pushing a woke agenda of body shaming men. Because Elliot Page, those abs are making young men so insecure. We got to check it out. As I've said before on the show, I don't know much about Elliot Page. Apparently they're Canadian. I'm just learning that about him. He's Canadian. I was unaware of anything else about Elliot Page except for the fact that he is a hot young actor out of Canada with abs for days. You could grate cheese on those sons of bitches. Stop putting him in commercials and making the rest of us insecure. Anyway, foreign music, it says, which is funny. All right, so this is just a woman walking to a song that sounds like someone's just ripping off that Gautier.
Feels like a fountain overflowing, going upside down. Giving me more heart, sky higher than mountains. Kind of love could turn me inside out.
Now, big ups to anyone who is masturbating to YouTube. They don't know that Pornhub exists, and respect them, okay? Respect them. Anyway, Adolf Oliver Bush says Moondance is about shady cabal rituals. Thank you for reminding me the point here. The point here is not horniness, okay? The point here is not horniness. It's going to youtube.com and looking up Van Morrison's They Own the Media. All righty. Also, but we will get to that. First, we got to do Steveception. They Own the Media. All righty. Also, but we will get to that. First, we got to do Steveception. We got to do Steveception. We got to do Steveception. We simply must do Steveception. We simply must do Steveception. If we don't do Steveception, the terrorists win. If we don't do Steveception, the terrorists win. If I don't do Steveception right now, I have to punch myself in my own balls. If I don't do Steveception right now, I have to punch myself in my own balls. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do Steveception. It doesn't seem that popular. I don't do Steveception right now, I have to punch myself in my own balls. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do Steveception. It doesn't seem that popular. Okay, if you want me to keep doing Steveception, sound off in the comments. Okay, if you want me to keep doing Steveception, sound off in the comments. Okay, enough Steveception. We're done. We're getting out of here. All right, as fun as that was, and it was fun, we need to look up Van Morrison. They control the media. Alrighty. They own the media, not they control the media. So this is, okay, this is with German subtitles. I wonder why this was made. This appears to be a fan video. To be fair, this is not, Van Morrison did not produce this music video, just to be fair.
They tell us that ignorance is bliss. I guess for those that control the media it is. They own the media, they control the stories we are told.
Also, big ups to just whatever session musician they got to play like the backing guitar for this, who didn't know what he was doing, and he's just like do 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 playing that riff and listening, going, "Wait, what? Who's the they?" Or he just goes, "Yeah, whatever, it's a paycheck."
If you ever try to go against them, you will be ignored, 'cause they control. They control.
Synagogue attack, globalists, the media, international banks.
Keep on telling you lies.
Oh boy.
Tell you ignorance is bliss. Believe it.
Yeah, I bet Quackalit says I'm German and I like this. Well, sehr gut, Quackalit. Congrats. Iggy12 says I bet he hates brown-eyed girls now. Yeah, he changed it. It's now blue-haired, blue eyes. Blue-eyed, blonde-haired girls.
To the truth, 'cause they control everything you do.
Just here's the thing, right? If you're trying to do dog whistles, don't do them in German, okay? That's a little, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that right there, okay? To be honest with you. So that's They Own the Media, which of course is Van Morrison's song about globalists, about multiculturalism. He didn't say Jews. You're the one saying Jews. In fact, maybe you're the racist, Times of Israel. You ever think about that? I rest my case.
Shut up and sit down.